Alright guys, so in last session we have understand about one-shot prompting, how basically we trained our AI with giving one example, and they are giving some accurate response whatever we need, right? We basically teach our AI to perform better tasks, right? So today we are going to understand about few shot prompting. So few shot prompting is quietly similar to the one shot prompting. The only difference is in one shot prompting we used to give only one example to our agent AI. But in this few short prompting, we are going to give multiple example, like at least 3 to 4 example to make our AI understand our requirement more, and it will increase the accuracy and consistency whenever they are into response, right? So basically, we are going to like give multiple examples, so our agent, our AI will able to understand better and give the accurate responses, right? So if you go to our reason, so where if few shot prompting is a technique where you provide the AI with a small numbers of examples before asking it to perform a task. So basically this helps the model to understand and desired pattern, formatting and tone, like without require a large training sets of data, right? So we are don't require any large training set of data. By giving just few example, like 4 to 5 example, our AI will able to understand like how we have to respond in whenever the user is going to ask some relatable questions, right? So if I'll say go to the multiple examples, so here we can see by showing the model a few example, you teach it how to behave for similar inputs. So basically let's suppose we have some sentiment analysis or some agent we have created, which basically analyze based on the user's input whether the user is happy, user is sad, user is excited on, right? So we are going to giving some like 5 to 10 examples and scenarios, and there we are going to say like sentiments, like in this scenario user is happy, in this scenario user is sad, in this scenario user is more excited, so like that way. So by such examples, like our AI model will understand, will get trained based on the requirement. Like if the similar going to ask, then we have to tell like user sentiment is this one, right? So yeah, coming to the experts. So basically few short prompting is all about teaching our AI pattern with more examples, and this is the widely used prompt in any of the AI agent creation. And even whenever we are going to write some create some AI agents in real world, so we are going to train our AI based on like 50 to 60 examples mostly. So whenever user will ask some questions, so based on the previous pattern, the train pattern that we are going to fill them, they are able to respond correctly, and it will always provide the better accurate response, right? So coming to our coding part, so let me create one file for our few short prompting. Okay, few short dot py. Fine. So let me copy this complete code because anyways it is going to be same, right? So what I'll do in this thing, as it is not accurate, we are going to split this part. And today I'm going to send the input in our AI model with some role based. So role based architecture, basically, first we are going to set the system role, like how basically my agent will going to follow that rule at max and the user response. So for that, what I'll do, I'll first of all I'll just remove this part. This is not required. I will create one square bracket, and based on that we are going to define the role. So this is the user role. So basically this is JSON format. We have to provide the roles that user going to ask. Okay, and second one we have to provide the role for our AI student, you can see, or you can say system. So how basically system is going to be to our like AI model. We are going to just create one system variable. Okay, system prompt, let's say, and here I'm going to just define the system prompt, and now I'm here going to give the complete context to our AI. Okay, so I'm using three bracket in order to give the multi-line comment. Fine. Okay, so this system, this role is basically for our AI agent. So how my AI agent will act, okay, based on this system prompt, and this is going to be the question that user going to ask, right? Okay, so in our case, like we are going to understand about few short prompting. So as I told, like in few short prompting, we have to give multiple examples in order to our train our AI for better accuracy responses, right? So let me give some examples. Let me write example. Okay. Let's take. I'm going to create one like math agent. Okay, let's say I'm act as a helpful math tutor. Okay, let's say math tutor and answer the based on the following example. Fine. So basically, I'm going to create one math agent, right? So based on that, our AI will respond. And let's say example, what is 2 plus 3? Let's say. Okay. So answer is 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. This is one example. Now let's give some another example. Uh, what is 5 plus 7? So let's take 5 plus 7 is equals to 12. Now take some more example like some all like basically we have to cover all the like base scenarios. Okay, so what like users can ask, and in that response what we have to respond slightly, right? So let's say someone asked what is capital of capital number. Okay, so instead of giving answer, what we basically I'm going to train, just simply says um, sorry, I can only answer math related questions. Okay, so this basically we want response from our AI agent. Let's say someone is asked who is let's say write code for vowel sorted Python. Let's say, so instead of accepting this request, we are going to deny. Okay, so simpler way we are going to ask sorry, I can only help with math related questions. Okay. So I've given 4 questions. Let's give one another question like what is 10 minus 4 giving 5. So this is the example set I have given. Okay. So based on that, our AI model will train. And if user is going to ask anything other than this mathematical evaluation, they're going to deny and will respond in the direction. Right. So now coming to this point, let me close. I think yeah, then fine. So this is the user input. So let me ask uh, what is 15 divided by 2. Let's say, okay. So let's see what user will like our AI will respond. So we are going to run few sort, right? As I've already opened. So yeah, here you can see like we have got the response. So question is this, and response is answer like 15 by 2 is equal to 7.5, right? Now let me ask some different question, okay, other than the math operation. So let's say here we'll ask what is capital of India. Okay. Let's say what is AI responding in that case. Ideally, it should deny instead of giving answer. I am here to help with the math related question. If you have any math problem, so here you can see it is basically denying, right? Okay, so now let's ask what is or let's say write a code of Fibonacci series. Okay, now let's ask this question again. Let me execute. Okay, so here you can see I am sorry, but I can only answer math. But if you have any question, feel free to ask. So here you can see like based on the example that we have given, right? So basically they are acting on that only. If I'll show you instead of like denying, let's say sure. Mhm. This is implementation of example Python list. I'm giving the code. Okay. Now here is a simple. Now even in the case of this one, just write the capital is Kathmandu. Fine. So I've trained like even if it is other than the math question, they are going to respond, right. So this is an example that we have given. Now let's ask again. So what we have given here, we have asked write a code on Fibonacci series, right. So now here you can see, so this is now able to return the response because we have trained our model based on that examples only, right. So this system prompt is not at all restricting our users to ask anything, right. So basically based on this example, my AI is getting trained, and even here what AI sees, right, we have different question other than mathematics as well, and we're able to respond. So based on this training examples, our AI is responding, right. So here you can see, okay. So this is what the few short prompting basically needs. So whatever example set we are going to give here, that should be accurate based on our agent that we are going to create. So we have to cover all the base case scenarios, like at least 10 to 20 questions, like examples. So our AI will get better understanding of the current system and able to respond based on that only, right? So these are the document I have added. You can go through the samples, and even as I told, like sentiment analysis you can do using this few short prompting, a structure JSON, like how basically needs to respond on various scenarios, like you understand coding standards we can tell by giving some sort of examples, and based on that it will going to so based on that we can tell our AI model to respond in that way only by giving some like set of examples, right. This is widely used in day-to-day life, no doubt. Even you are using as on today, you are going to give some multiple examples for getting the better response from your AI. Okay, so that's all for today. Let's see you next video. Bye.